Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about colonization. In this preview of your lesson, our learning standard is Colonization to Independence 8.2. North America, originally inhabited by American Indians, was explored and colonized by Europeans for economic and religious reasons. So let's go ahead with our preview of what our lesson is going to be about. Your learning target. I will be able to explain the colonization of North America. So after we have completed our lesson in class, you'll be able to explain what happened during the colonization of North America. Vocabulary. This is the vocabulary you need to know in order to understand the concepts that are going to be presented in class. So pay close attention to these words. Mayflower Compact. So before going ashore, the Pilgrims drafted a formal document declaring their intention of forming a civic body politic for our better ordering and preservation. The signers promised to obey the laws passed for the general good of the colony. They also pledged their loyalty to England. This compact was a necessary step in establishing a representative government in the colonies. So basically they made this agreement to have a government, a representative government, when they were exploring the New World. Religious toleration is an acceptance of people who held different religious beliefs. So that means that you're not going to judge people based on what they believe. A cash crop is a farm crop grown to be sold or traded rather than used by the farm family. So their cash crop is what's going to make them money, make them cash. They're growing it so that they can sell it. They're not growing it so they can use it themselves. Tidewater are areas of low, flat plains near the seacoast of Virginia and North Carolina, region of large southern plantations. So this is a picture right here of the tidewater. So you can get a visual representation of what you're reading about. Mercantilism is an economic theory that believes the colonies should benefit the mother country. So here's a visual representation down here. So basically what was happening was they traveled to the New World and they were making this money and then they were sending their resources back to their mother country. So this is the belief that that's how it should work. So why did the Europeans explore and colonize North America? So North America was viewed as something that could give the Europeans religious freedom. It was a way to make more money. There was more trade routes. It expanded their knowledge of the world, and it gave them political freedom. So the biggest issue was for the Europeans to gain freedom to do what they wanted, to form a government that they could control to help the people. They were able to learn that the world wasn't flat, that there was more world out there than they had known. So going with our historical thinking, we're going to look at a primary resource, and then we're going to look at several other resources in class. But this is one to get you thinking about the colonization of North America. London, 23rd August 1497. Our Venetian who went with a small ship from Bristol to find new islands has come back, and says he has discovered, 700 leagues off, the mainland of the country of the Grand Cam, and that he coasted along it for 300 leagues and landed, but did not see any person. But he has brought here to the king certain snares spread to take game, and a needle for making nets. And he found some notched trees, for which he judged that there were inhabitants. Being in doubt, he came back to the ship. He has been away 3 months on the voyage, which is certain, and in returning he saw 2 islands to the right, but he did not wish to land, lest he should lose time, for he was in want of provisions. This king has been much pleased. He says that the tides are slack and do not make currents as they do here. The king has promised for another time 10 armed ships as he desires, and has given him all the prisoners except such as are confined for high treason to go with him, as he has requested, and has granted him money to assume himself till then. Meanwhile he is with his Venetian wife and his sons at Bristol. His name is Wam Talbot, and he is called the Great Admiral, great honor being paid to him, and he goes dressed in silk. The English are ready to go with him, and so are many of our rascals. The discoverer of these things has planted a large cross in the ground with a banner of England and one of St. Mark, as he is a Venetian, so that our flag has been hoisted very far away. So, with this being a primary resource, this person that wrote this journal entry experienced the event. They were there. They didn't interpret something that they had read about. This is a primary resource. As we're looking at more resources, I want you to use this video to remember about this primary resource. And if you have any questions, go ahead and email me. Watch this video as many times as you need. Have a great day.